Okay, I'll go back and add that part at the end. But you'll go to troop tickets by delivery site, and then this will automatically be set for single. Then you'll select your delivery site. Again, you should only see the options that are available for you. And then you can either do all troops or you can do individual troops. So if a page didn't print properly or you need to go and print a second copy of something, you can print per troop, or you can just print the entire troop out once. Please include the financials as well, because that'll give you all of the troops' financials when they pick up their tickets. And then you're going to create your ticket. Okay, so in this case, because I don't have any orders associated with that, there's no delivery ticket. So I'm going to go over to one that I know has orders and create the ticket so you guys can see what it looks like. There we go. So you'll pull up your PDF, and then this is going to give you each troop. So here's your troop number, what their order is, what their financials are, and this is what you're going to sort your items by. Okay. Now remember, if there are any issues with your order, when the delivery driver drops it off, it needs to be documented on their ticket. And then you can make the necessary adjustments on your troop tickets once you start sorting and figure out maybe who's missing product from there. If for some reason you have extra product, please don't just give it to a random troop. I need to know if there's extra product so that we can figure out where it needs to go and take it from there or return it to the company. Okay, so that is going to be the basics. You don't need, I wouldn't worry about this part here. All right, so now we're going to move over to the troop side. Okay, for those troop fall product managers, again, here's your campaign. You go to delivery tickets. This troop ticket here should match exactly what was on the service unit side. So when they print off the delivery ticket, this is going to be the exact same type of ticket, so that way you can compare that everything is correct. Once you've received your product, then you need to sort it by your Girl Scout tickets. This is where you'll do that. You'll do all your Girl Scouts, or if you want to do individual Girl Scouts, include the financials so that the parents can see all of that, create your ticket, and then you'll pull up that same document. I don't think it's going to let me do it because I didn't have any orders associated with her. But it'll look very similar to the troop ones, only it'll be by girl. Now with the girl delivery tickets, you also have to include the receipt books, which unfortunately I left in my office, so I don't have it on me at the second. But the white copy stays with the troop, the yellow copy goes with the girls. At all times, everybody must count product and sign. When it goes from service unit to troop, both parties need to sign or count and sign the delivery ticket. And then when it goes from troop to girl, again, both parties need to count and then sign those receipts. The white receipts are only turned in if there is a girl delinquent at the end of the program. Now for product or for recognitions, it's going to be a very similar process to the product, only you'll come to the bottom portion here. And again, you'll be able to pull up your delivery tickets based on your service unit or your troop. The recognitions are the only ones you don't need to have the extra receipt book for. Just have the parent sign the recognition delivery ticket. So are there any questions on any of that? And you guys can go ahead and unmute yourself, or you can type into the chat box. All right, and I am going to move back real quick over to the service unit since I did miss that first part on the recording. So for the service unit delivery tickets, and for those of you who might have come in late and missed this part, the product delivery ticket, this is what will be dropped off by the delivery agent. Again, drop-offs begin next week. This should match what they are bringing and then your troop delivery tickets are for the individual troops. Do we need input deposits like we do with the cookies, or does it not matter? So deposits are going to be handled on the girls' side. You don't make any deposits as far as the troop. And I will actually have a just-in-time training a little bit later on how to go about that one. So you will do for girl deposits, but not troop deposits. Does that answer your question, Maria? Okay. And I'll have, I have 2 more just-in-time trainings scheduled, and I'll make sure to send out those links as well. One of them will be on the girl financials, on how to enter them. The other one will also be on reports, but it will be on your sales reports, your troop summary reports, and any additional reports that you may need, both at the service unit as well as the troop level. And those are scheduled. One is, I believe, next week, and the other one is the beginning of November. And again, I'll get those links out to you via the M2 email as well. Any other questions? Okay. You can, let's see, so they weren't holding on to that money. No, you can, and that is fine. We typically say that the girls, though, will collect when they drop off the product, but if they did collect up front and then turn in the money, that is fine. You'll just go into your M2 site to document that you have received that. Does that answer your question, Emily? Which is understandable in that circumstance. Yeah, and as long as you've documented, you can go in and document. I just won't be doing the just-in-time training for that until, like I said, I think it's next week, because most people will not collect the money until after they've delivered the product. So I was just trying to time the training for when most people will need it. But just make sure you have been giving out those receipts and documenting everything. Awesome, awesome. Any other questions? All right. And like I said, feel free to unmute yourself. What's the delivery date? So deliveries begin next Monday. I don't know the exact date for each service unit because there's 2 different companies that we use, and they are working on that delivery schedule now, and they'll be contacting the service unit point of contacts as far as when they will be delivered. The hard deadline for all money to be in is November, hold on. I know it's a Friday, give me a second. November 15th is the hard deadline for girl money. You can, and I recommend that you set an earlier deadline for your individual troops based on your needs. But that is the hard deadline because your girl delinquent forms are going to be due that following Monday, the 18th. Mm-hmm. And that is true, Emily. And I would recommend getting with your service unit fall product managers as far as when they're expecting the product in, and I'm sure they would love additional help with getting them sorted. But Maria, to go back to your question, so like I said, the girl deadline is November 10th, November 15th. The troop ACH will be December 3rd. So all funds should already be in and good to go. And that'll give us a little over a week to go through the girl delinquent forms before the ACH. No worries, Lori. reward recognitions, Maria, won't come until the end of November, the beginning of December, because the program is still running. You can still do online direct ship orders. So uh, our recognitions aren't even due until November 12th. Okay. So Lori, for your troop, I'm going to jump over to the troop site real quick. The white copies will stay with you as the troop, whereas the yellow copies are what will go to the parents. Here under delivery tickets is where you will find the documents that I was speaking about. If you do this one here, it says troop tickets by troop, include your financials. You'll create your ticket and it'll come up as a PDF. When you open it, this should be exactly what was given to you by your service unit when you counted and signed. Now, this is my kind of default troop that I use for training, so there's nothing that shows there. But in your guys' cases, it will show your full cases and your single pieces. For once you get your items and you need to sort by girl, you would go over here to the Girl Scout tickets, select all, or you can go individually if you need to. Again, include financials and create your ticket. Now, because I don't have any sales associated with that particular girl, it's not going to create the ticket for me, but I will show you what the blank ticket looks like. So it will have all of the Girl Scouts information in it. It will show again what cases and pieces go to her. If there's anything that you guys are short or missing, this is where you would fill it in. So that way, you know, we can keep track of what needs to be given to the Girl Scout later. When you include the financials, down here is where it will show everything that was done online, that the Girl Scout is expected to collect, and then also anything that's been paid to the troop and what the balance would be. And then again, this would be to sign, but you're going to need to then put those numbers onto, I'm sorry, I covered my camera. Put those numbers onto your receipts, and the receipts are what I need to have the white copies of if there's a girl delinquent form. Otherwise, you hold on to the white copies with your troop records. All right, does that help, Lori? And then Maria, did I answer your question okay? Or questions? Awesome. All right, anybody else have any questions? And then since I've got you guys here, I have actually had a couple people who have asked about sending emails and such. I just want to real quick just show you guys the neat little feature that's how I've been sending out some of my emails. It's available both under the troop as well as the service unit dashboards under where it says send messages. And this is where you can, if you want to send a general announcement, if you want to target specific people, whether it's people that are missing portions of their avatar patch, if they have rewards that need action on, choices on, maybe people who haven't sent 12 emails, or even just a general thank you. These are some of the categories that you can go with. You would type in your subject here, your message here, and then send, and it will send to everybody's email in your respective troop. The service unit one is very similar with some differences. Again, under send messages, if you are only assigned to one service unit, you're only going to be able to see your service unit here. Again, because I have everybody's service unit, I can choose which one to go with. You can, again, choose a general message, people who've logged in, not logged in, or people who are missing reward actions. Type in your subject, your message, and send. And it usually sends within about 20 to 30 minutes. You'll see the emails go through. Unfortunately, the one downside to this is you can't see any emails that have bounced back. So there's no way to know if somebody's email didn't get through. But it is a really nice feature. And just a reminder that our program is still running, so girls can still earn their next reward level through the direct ship option of the program, and that will run until November 10th. All right. And does anybody else have any last minute questions? If not, that is all that I had for you guys today. You're welcome, Emily, and we'll talk to you later. And thank you, Stephanie and Jerry. Awesome. Thank you, Maria. You guys have a great day.